everybody. Thanks for being with us. And look who's back.
Yay!
Yeah.
My one-day hiatus.
You just had to take a day off to celebrate spring, didn't you?
You know how much I love spring and warmer weather, so
everybody
I was celebrating in full force.
You've been talking about it for a while now.
I am excited. Did you take advantage of any of the spring things that were happening? I know a lot of places were giving away freebies like ice cream.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
No.
I feel now as though I missed out.
You may have.
Yeah, I just worked all day. Yeah, that was no fun. No.
Well, so today is the actual first full day of spring. Yeah,
yes.
Yesterday we welcomed it in, what was it, right before 6 o'clock?
6 in the evening, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's the first full day. So get out and enjoy it, David.
Get out and enjoy it. I will. I will do it because she told me to. I listened to Heather.
It's good. I'm the boss.
You know what else?
That's what my husband says.
Look, we're not going to argue with that. Today is also something else. It is National Fragrance Day.
There's a national day for everything.
I think there is, yeah. So do you have a favorite scent, a favorite smell?
So if we're not talking perfumes, if we're just talking a favorite smell, I love the smell of honeysuckles. You know, in the summertime, when the honeysuckles come into bloom, you can smell them, and it reminds me, I feel like it's always something that reminds you of something,
yes.
right?
Isn't that true? Like, smell is so connected to memory. And so I really think it takes you back to a good memory when you smell certain things.
And it does. It reminds me of my childhood. I remember like having these huge honeysuckle bushes around our house, and just the smell of it brings me back to, you know,
now, see,
times when things were simpler.
That reminds me, we had lilac bushes.
Yeah.
And that's what, now you're taking me back because I'm thinking of that.
So do you have a favorite smell?
You know what? I like the smell of herbs. Like, I like basil. You would guess it has something to do with food, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Basil, rosemary. I love the lemon. I love the smell of lemon. I love lemon everything, like lemon cake.
So anything food related?
Anything food related.
I like pizza. I like the smell of...
It's true.
I also love the smell
above.
of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
That really does it for me. It gets me going.
I'm not even a coffee drinker, and I love the smell of coffee.
A good cup of coffee brewing, just wakes you up. Sometimes it honestly sometimes will take me hours to finish a cup of coffee. I just like to hold it.
Yes.
And
neither of us actually have coffee. We just have water today.
Some days I'll pour a little coffee in there, but yeah, mostly it's water.
Yeah. It turns out there is a local company that does something they create smells, basically. They create scents. It's called Alpha Aromatics. This is a company in O'Hara, and I had a chance a few years ago to visit this place. It is fascinating. We have some video to show you. This is their stockpile room of all these different scents.
So incredible.
They create these smells. So like the smell of cucumber, or fresh baked cookies, or fireworks, morning freshness. There's cucumber, Jamaican lime, and it is such a science. And what they do is they create these smells for companies around the world. So say you have an air freshener company, or you have a disinfectant company, and you want a certain smell associated with your product. They do it for you right here in O'Hara Township, like a hotel. Maybe they want the lobby to have a certain signature smell, and they will create. So Heather, if you went to them and you said, I want a honeysuckle Heather Abraham scent, they could make it for you. Yes.
I was laughing in your video because of the man's nostrils, the close-up of someone's smelling.
Who did we talk into doing that? Look, we have one little special shot we need, just a close-up of your nose. Yeah.
Okay, good. No, that's really interesting.
And there's a reason behind it, because studies have shown that we spend more money with certain scents.
No.
There's science to back this up.
Are you sure?
So for instance,
there's actual science.
There's actual science. So for instance, when you're selling a home, realtors oftentimes at open houses will say, you need the smell of something baking in there, like fresh baked cookies. Make someone feel very homey. Yeah.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, this is a great house. I need to buy this house.
And so you also said melons?
Yeah, there's a study that shows the smell of melons in a grocery store will make you buy more items in the grocery store.
I have to tell you, I didn't think that melon had much of a scent.
Oh, it does.
I guess if it's concentrated, that it could maybe have that effect, but
And I thought this was interesting. There's at least one department store that pipes in the smell of coconuts in the bathing suit section.
Yes.
Don't you think that makes sense? Because it reminds you of like suntan lotion and
getting
all
to
of
the
that.
beach. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. I can totally see
Getting
that.
to the beach.
And then vanilla and cinnamon.
Yeah, they just sort of relax you. So the theory is that because they relax you, you're willing to part with your money more if you're smelling vanilla or cinnamon.
That always, the smell of cinnamon too reminds me, and I know this is kind of different, but like cinnamon sugar reminds me of those roasted nuts that they sell at the mall during holiday shopping
I'm getting very
time.
hungry during this chat, Heather.
But that's
I
what
know,
reminds
that
me
is
of.
what you smell,
And then
yeah.
I think about shopping for the holidays, and I can see how that all kind of correlates. Well,
Yes.
I have 15 weeks to go.
Yeah, we're sort of on baby watch. We're waiting for Heather's baby.
But not just me, though.
No, the Hayes Bald Eagle Cam is also participating in Baby Watch for baby bald eagles. We're hoping to catch a hatchling, and really it could happen any time now, right?
It really could. So there were 3 eggs laid over the course of a week or 2 weeks. The incubation period is 35 days. So we're right in that period for the first egg.
Right,
So
for the first egg.
everybody's kind of watching,
It could
waiting.
happen. And this is live. I love that you can watch live. So
It's
classrooms
incredible.
can tune into this. You can tune in at home, and you can link up to it at KDKA.com.
And kind of keep that feed going. So that's always fun to see. Eagle Eyes may have noticed something is missing at the airport.
What a segue, Heather.
I know, right?
Yes, it's true. There is something missing at the airport. So, when you come in after a flight and you're going down to get on the tram, you are greeted normally with the statue of George Washington and Franco Harris.
It's, to me, so the combination of not just these 2 statues, but then also having the T-Rex.
Right. It's
is
so
the most,
Pittsburgh.
It is, but it's also one of the most unusual things you've ever seen, because how does it make sense at all?
And you know what? And yet it does.
And yet it
Like we
does.
talk about hashtag That's So Pittsburgh. This is the perfect combination. George Washington, Franco Harris, and
T-Rex, of course.
And it totally makes sense. Well, right now, T-Rex is still there, but Franco Harris and George Washington, they have disappeared. So no one wants to be alarmed over this. So they're putting the word out. The History Center has taken them to give them a little bit of a makeover.
Okay.
And they're going to return later this summer. And of course, there are big plans for the airport too.
Fear not.
Fear not.
They will be returning.
They will be returning.
It's been incredible to see the renderings and what they're planning on doing at the Pittsburgh International Airport. You actually got to go the other day.
Yeah, we went out there, and specifically, and we're going to share this with you later in the show today, specifically we were talking about all the shops and restaurants that have opened up that are local. So, I mean, many times you go into an airport and there are these chain places. They want you to feel as though you're in Pittsburgh as soon as you land in Pittsburgh. So there's a real effort to try to get more of those local places, and we're going to show you those. Yeah.
It really does, to pull people in. I mean, you see that at a lot of other airports too, especially if you're in like a theme place, like Orlando.
Right. Oh, yeah, like Orlando. There's Disney as soon as you get off the plane.
Right.
Yeah. It's there.
They get you everywhere once you get down there. Well, we've had a lot of fun with this whole Put Us to Work segment that we've been doing. In fact, a lot of it is focused on food. Of course, you can see why.
Yeah, because we love food.
We do love food. But we've had a lot of fun with this, and we've actually gotten some great suggestions, and we encourage you to send more. We just got an email in or a message on Facebook from someone who thought that it would be good for one of us, maybe you, to be a mall Easter bunny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that could be fun. I'm up for that.
Yeah, it might mess up your hair though.
Oh, that's all right.
You're down.
You'll spray me down with hairspray like you did the other day. One of the other suggestions was working at Kennywood.
That'd be so
that
much
sounds
fun.
like fun. Working at a local food pantry. I think we would learn a lot from
Really
doing
enjoy
that. So far, I have made food. I mean, you missed this yesterday. I got to make macarons. I love just saying that.
I know, I can
Macarons.
see the enjoyment in your face as you say
And
it.
I made pizza and donuts as well. So we're having a lot of fun with this segment. But let us know what you would like us to do. I mean, like, we don't necessarily want to come to your house and clean out the gutters and that sort of thing. But we would be willing to do something, maybe not cleaning the windows on a skyscraper.
That was suggested by someone.
But something fun. Something I would like to, in the little cartoon they have me using a jackhammer. What would that be like? That might be fun to try.
I want to drive a taxi.
Oh.
Could I drive people around?
I don't know. Do you need a special license to drive people around?
I don't know.
Maybe we could get you an Uber license.
We're getting a yes. We're getting a yes. We need a
Yes, you
special
do.
license.
Okay.
Maybe for
Daryl
one
says
day,
yes.
under the supervision of someone. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of putting people to work,
Yes.
we put Mikey Hood to work yesterday. You missed this, but I want to show this to you. She went to the Citizen Science Lab in the Hill District to work with kids there in this really cool hands-on laboratory. Now, it's located in the Energy Innovation Center, which in and of itself is fantastic. Everyone is welcome to this, kids and adults, and to learn more about life sciences
looks
when
so
you visit.
much fun.
It was absolutely great. The programs are designed to spark interest in STEM professions through highly interactive and fun experiments. They even have resident pets. You saw one of them there for a second. Mikey was holding this snake, she's a brave woman, braver than me. They also offer summer camp, weekend workshops, and homeschooling. And we want to thank the Citizen Science Lab for sponsoring our visit. And we want to make sure we get the name right. It is the Citizen Science Lab. We will be back there again next month to see how they're teaching kids and adults about drone technology.
Ooh.
I know. Maybe that's something they could put us to work flying drones. And Heather, they're having so much success with this first location in the Hill. They're actually going to open a second one in the South Hills very soon. They offer a monthly membership and even scholarships to qualifying students. And of course, you can find out more at our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com. I love being able to say that now.
PittsburghTodayLive.com. Honestly, that looks like so much fun for the kids. And I feel like anytime you can make learning fun for children, they really absorb it so much better. And for adults, too.
And I was going to say, I absorb it better when it's fun, too.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.